Okay, hey, hi. Anti-chicken wing workout. Let's go. Steve Miller, hey, thanks for helping me with my game in the comments. He saw what I was doing and he picked up on a movement that I had, kind of a swipe through to the, probably to the left. I didn't really watch it. He just said I kick my cue out a little bit on shots. And of course, I know this. I mean, not of course I know this, oh, duh, like everyone. No, I'm saying like, of course, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes or I have flaws in my stroke. So it's something that I want to work on. It's something that's been on my mind to work on. And I was going to work on it, but now that I did the video and he helped me by watching the video, thank you again, and reminded me let's up it. So let's move it up on my radar. Let's do it today. So, and I was thinking, well, normally, because he was asking me for some like tips or whatever on, or not tips, but like some strategies for working on that. And I would say that typically anything that I want to work on, I usually work on, I had this thing called the demon drill that I did, and former video self, wink, wink. But anyways, I'll show you what it is real quick. So you hit this shot, you mark it, and I go through my whole process, but then I'm just watching and hitting. So I think I go through the right, actually. I kick out to the right. I think I go like that. But anyways, when I'm doing the demon drill, it's very quiet, it's very calm, it's very easy shot. And if something's happening with my stroke, I can sort of watch. Like say I want to hit center and go in the center of the pocket. I can start seeing if I hit that shot, if I'm coming off to the side, if I'm coming backwards, if I'm losing it forward. It's a simple little shot like this, but it's able to like slow everything down, keep it simple, and just work on something, right? So if I was working on kicking out, I would start with a shot this easy. And if I was kicking out to the right, then I would go on the center, and I would just make sure that my energy and thoughts on the last, before I stroke, I want to be on the object ball when I strike through, but before that, I want to be on the cue ball coming straight through, and actually I want to come a little bit to my left. So I can hit it and watch it and get my stroke coming through straight. So if let's say I was kicking it off to the right and I was hitting it harder, you'd see the cue ball spin there. So I'd be like, okay, that's why I slow it all the way down to a little stop shot. And sometimes I might need to hit it a little harder to get the flaw to come out, which is fine. And as I hit the ball harder and as I hit the ball with a more difficult shot or more pressure, let's say, on the shot, like as I got later into the video, I started kicking it out a few times because I was feeling more pressure. I was kind of losing the moment, whatever you want to say. And so the trick is to go back to the base of a shot and work on building your base of shot. So here's the antidote to a chicken wing. Basically, the pool stroke is like a bowling ball on a rope. And when you pull it back, you just let it go and it goes on its own energy, own momentum, and it's straight. As we start using muscle and steering and trying to use other parts of our body to help this go through, we start steering and missing and hitting side angle spin and things like that. So what I'm really trying to do is when I'm training, I'm trying to just think about it coming back and dropping through straight. And so the antidote to this shot is to hit this shot like this early. And I'm not going to go through the video and do that because who wants to watch me do that? But that would be something that I would do, and I would build it from there, and I would change the difficulty of the shot. Essentially, I'm just going to fast forward. And this is what I'm going to do in my training is I'm going to go back to the most difficult shot. I'm going to start with that and I'm going to do a 50-80. And the trick is, what am I focusing on? Am I focusing on thickness? Yes, of course. But after thickness, I'm trying to focus on just having that cue go through straight. So I might lose the pocketing of the ball, which is fine. I'm not so interested in my make percentage now, because now I'm trying to work on something else, and it's going to probably affect my make percentage, and I'm okay with that. So now I just stay present, and I go to not behind the cue ball as much, but I put my attention on going through. And so I'm going to have to take some time on this to see, am I straight, am I straight, am I straight? So I'm going to talk it through with you, and I'll just explain what I'm doing while I'm doing it. So I come down, I do my normal thing. And now I stop, I pause, and my tip looks straight. It's not off like this. I didn't move. I didn't do anything chicken wingy. So that's a success for me. I like that. Okay. Now I leave the ball over here because I hit it thick. And one of the reasons why I hit it thick is because I just did this drill, 2 days ago, and I haven't practiced since, but it's very fresh in my mind. And I realized I was hitting it too thin before, so I started thick and I ended up a little too thick. But like I said, I'm not concerned about the miss or all my mechanics other than just coming through straight. And so I'm going to hit it and pause after to just watch and see where I was at, and just okay. And I'm just hitting it, and I'm just quiet, right? I'm just quiet, meaning I'm not concerned about misses. I'm not concerned as much about what's happening with the cue ball. I kind of know where the cue ball is going to go. I know the speed I'm hitting it at. What I'm really watching on the first 2 shots, and which I'm really happy about, is that I just let that ball come back on the rope and just fall through the shot. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just pulling it back, and I'm going to fall through the shot. Okay, and then I look and I'm like, it looks like I'm a little bit off this way with my cue, so I don't know if that's good or bad, or if it's crooked as I think. But what's important is I could go back and watch this before I throw it online or throw it on YouTube, and I could see, did the cue go straight? Because I'm going to make a note to myself. I thought that went straight. So if I go through and watch it and that cue looks like it went through straight and there was no twist or wiggle or tremor, then I'll know that that's correct. So I liked that shot. Now we'll see how it looks after I go look at it, but I'll do it again. I like that shot too. Now I'm noticing my cue is it's coming off to the left. I'm gonna have to watch it on video to see what's happening. But okay, so let me try it again. And I'm not gonna get too concerned about where my tip goes. I'm more concerned about, do I have movement and twist? Okay, because it's the angle, and the rail goes down, and the rail going down could kind of push it over a little bit. So I'm not going to get too like rabbit holed about that actual thing. I'm really more focused on the feel. Is the feel calm, and does it look straight on video? Okay, that one I put a little bit of thought into. I calculated and thought, well, maybe because this rail goes down, it's kicking my cue a little to the side. So I thought, well, let me finish out a little bit straighter, a little bit more to my right, to try to counteract that so it doesn't kick over. And I like that. That one felt good. I'll have to see if it looked good. Yeah, so we're just going to keep going again. Now that one looks absolutely straight down the line when I stop, and I'll just have to go back and see how it looked. It felt okay. Here's the thing when I'm doing this too. I'll leave it. I think I hit it too thin. It cut it over too much. So I'll leave it right there. The deal is that I don't know, I lost my thought. I just wanted to say that, I can't remember. Let's do it again. 7 ball. I guess oh, now I remember. This is a tough shot, all right? It's a 4 1/8 pocket. It's a 9-foot table. It's out in space. It's a hard angle to see because it's not straight. It's just this, for me, this is a difficult shot. I don't know, maybe it's easy for you. It's hard for me. So on a hard shot, as the pressure goes up, as I get closer to wanting to stay in that 60 to 80% range, and I have to make some of these, and I have the pressure of the camera, and I want to do well, and I don't want to miss, and I'm trying to dial things in. That's where we start twisting in things. So that's why it's important to hit a shot that challenges you and that makes you stretch to have to get 80%. And this training that I'm doing is taking a shot that I was really uncomfortable with the last time I trained, to the point where I turned on the video and had good numbers. I had good numbers, honestly, on all these shots I hit, but I was not liking it. I was grinding to get it. I was trying to stay focused. I was trying to do well for you guys. And it's like, so I'm honest with myself and I say, okay, this is a tough shot. I'm uncomfortable with it. So that's why I came back today to train it. Cause I'm like, I need the challenge, the difficulty, the pressure. Because every one of these shots that I hit, that one felt good, it seemed pretty straight. Every one of these shots that I hit, I have no idea if I'm gonna make it. It's a tough shot. I think I'm gonna make it, right? But I'm not an 800, I'm not an 830, I am what I am. And I only know what I know, and my experience is, I don't know if this is going in. I have a good feeling, and that it is gonna go in, but I just never know. So I'm trying to get used to delivering the cue through quietly without really knowing. Because it's the not knowing. There we go. This is nice. I like how I'm hitting this shot without knowing. It's the not knowing that causes a doubt, and it's a doubt that causes a chicken wing. So that is my experience. So when Steve asks me what can I do to do this thing, I'm trying to explain, Steve, it's like, to me, now I can only speak for myself, the doubt is what causes a chicken wing. The doubt is what causes the movement, the jump up, the whatever. So the thing to do is to find your uncomfortable zone that you have to push hard to get an 8 out of 10. And then you want to visit that zone and do kind of what I'm doing, where you're hitting this shot and just trying to hit and trust and not move. And that's exactly what I did there. And I got a 70, which is fine. And so, I'm always process, but we need to have some pressure, some, benchmarks, some things going on that are going to create some distractions to get that arm to kick out, right? And that's what I'm doing. I'm creating a distraction by choosing a shot that's difficult for me and has to be hit well. And it's hit smooth and slow, so I have to, and I stay down and still, so I find acceptance in the shot. If I miss it, I'm gonna watch it miss. I'm not gonna flinch and move. And that's what happens with the chicken wing, is you hit it, you doubt it, you don't know, and you flinch and move. And what I'm saying, the antidote to that is to stay still and to not move and to trust and accept, and to have that bowling ball just fall straight through soft. Just like that. That might be the best shot I hit today. So that's it. And we just keep building off of that. And the more I hit these shots, the more my heart rate lowers, the more, the less anxious I feel, the more relaxed, the more trust I have. Right? So it's like I'm just hitting these shots and building trust and building trust and building trust. And I don't know how many shots it takes to build trust. For me, it might take a full day of hitting 50 the other day, coming back, hitting this again, and going through it and fixing some of the problems I had. Foul. To build that trust, right? And the cool thing about this is a lot of times, this is a side note, people feel anxious watching the ball go in the hole, hitting the ball soft, things like that. People feel anxious about hitting it into a certain part of the pocket. Well, these shots that go in and hit that facing on the right, your left. It's like it calms you down, because it calms me down, because then I know I don't have to hit it perfect and I don't have to flinch and move. Like when I hit it, those shots that hit that right facing, I know it's going to be close when the ball's about, a foot out of the pocket. I still don't move. I stay still. I don't twist. I don't chicken wing. Just like that. See, when that ball got right about here, I knew I was going to be hitting that facing, and I didn't move. I didn't flinch. I didn't do anything. I'm just like, okay, let's find out together what's going to happen. And this is how I practice and train. This is exactly what I do. This is my anti-chicken wing training process, okay? And notice how I'm not trying to get in stroke, and I'm not trying to like feel my way into anything. I'm trying to get my feel together, right? But it's not about being in stroke. It's not about, oh, I'm loose, I feel good. It's about having a process and following my process and building my trust. And that one, this is about behind the cue ball, in front of the cue ball. I did that video. I don't know, a couple videos again or something. But that one I was not ready when I shot it, which is fine. It's good to know. I'm not upset about it. I'm not, oh my gosh, that's unacceptable. I'm gonna hit shots when I'm not ready many times before I'm done playing pool. That one, I just wasn't ready. My cue kind of wavered like this, and I'm like, I was sitting there thinking, should I explain what I'm just, and then I shot it. So it's like, yeah, I mean, standing up would have been good. So whatever, now we're back. This is why I'm here. I'm training and practicing, and I love the distractions, and thank you. So here we go. See how I'm not moving till that cue ball stops? That's a habit I've built over the last few years. And one of my students, Justin, hey Justin, he sent me a video, and I noticed that he was moving, and I'm gonna have him watch this, and I'm gonna have him watch how not to move, okay? So he would hit and then get up right away. He wasn't jumping up, but he definitely wasn't training the stillness. Nice. That's kind of new. That's a little thick. That's good. I like it. That's a good score. Good deal. Everything's nice. So, now I've hit 20 shots and haven't chicken winged once. So, at least, I'm going to watch it. You can watch it, Steve, and critique me, coach. But it feels pretty good. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if I chicken winged on the 7. I don't think I did. I just feel like I just shot it before I was ready and just hit it too thick and kind of felt it thick and didn't get back on it. And okay, so now what do we do? Now let's try to hit it with a little more pace. Like I said, difficulty can cause a kick out, and pace, like hitting it harder can, or hitting it, like if I was to jack up and hit this shot, I'd probably have a difficult time keeping from chicken winging. So we rolled in 20 shots. I don't know if I chicken winged. It didn't feel like I did. and I like it. So let's do 10 more, but we're gonna hit, now we know that if we go forward on the ball, push through, depending what the angle is, if it's exactly the angle here, it should be down in this zone here. So we're gonna try to push it down into that second rail. And this is not an easy shot for me. So we'll see if I can stay calm, push it in and not chicken wing. Okay. So far, so good. I felt like I didn't chicken wing there. Definitely felt some stress. Wasn't sure if I was gonna make it or not. Hit it to find out, and now we'll do it again. Okay. That one was a little soft. We gotta make sure we hit that second rail. Interesting. I don't know. I'll have to watch it again and see if I moved, if I whatever, who knows. It didn't feel like I like twisted out. I definitely didn't feel comfortable. Definitely that discomfort could have been. Definitely didn't feel like I just smoothly dropped down the cue. Now I feel like I'm trying to force it because I'm hitting it harder. I feel like I'm trying to like, and that's not good. So I just need, I'm gonna have to try to get this to smooth out and just let it go through without any movement. Okay, not bad. I've hit worse shots. Seems straight-ish, smooth-ish. I like it. And then the whole thing is I don't have to be perfect. I'm not sitting there trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to develop a more difficult shot and see if I can stay from popping or chicken winging or helping or feeling too anxious and trying to calm down on the shot. That's better. So that one seemed okay. Just trying to keep straight, extend through. I got to have a longer stroke to get that cue ball, enough energy on the cue to push through on that rope nice and easy. Yeah, there I was just curious. I'm like, I was super behind the cue ball. I was like barely even aiming it. I just was like messing around trying to see about, this is the problem, not the problem, but this is something that I need to work on, which is great. I'm glad you guys are helping me here. Because when I get longer on my stroke, I start getting more doubt. When I start getting more doubt, that's probably where I get a little kick out, like I said, or little problems, or the aiming and trusting, and you know, so we're good. Okay. And like I said, when I'm doing this, okay, when I add the complexity of a longer stroke for more energy to get the cue ball down to that end rail, I understand that if I just got 90 the one before and 70 before that, like I might hit a 60 here or something. It's totally reasonable and believable. So then I would just try to learn from all the mistakes that I made and fix them on the next round. Okay, I'm not quite getting down to the second rail, but we're trying to find the not the comfort, but I'm trying to find the shot. So to me, when I go to a dramatically different shot like this, to me this is dramatically different. It seems the same, I get it, but it is different. I just loosen up a little bit on the outcome, and I'm just trying to find some, like this is almost like a, it's almost like a feeler set here. So I'm okay doing feeler sets, meaning like what like basically what I'm saying is I want to find out what goes wrong with the shot, what doesn't work, what works, And in order to do that, I can get, it's capable of getting a lower number. So when I'm doing these 50/80s, it's not always about it's like not every set and every shot and everything that was wide. So, but most of my mistakes are thick. So, okay, it's not always about, ooh, I have to get 80, I have to get 80, I have to get 80. No, a lot of times it's like, I'll have like a throwaway set or a feeler set like that. I'm like, it seems impossible or difficult, or it seems like it's going to be very hard for me to calmly hit this shot and get it to hit down here, the second rail. And I found out that it's hard for me to do it. So I'm okay with that. Like, I can totally live with that. And then I can go through and say, okay, on the 3 that I hit thick, what happened? And it's like, I don't know, maybe I chicken winged and stabbed and was trying to help it. And so I'm okay with that. So I'll try to not do that, but then I don't want to sit here and just miss shots all day. So I'll kind of blend everything together and say, okay, I got a 60, that's fine. Now I'm going to try to like figure out how to get it down there, make the ball, have it go forward, and not chicken wing. So it's like, I don't have like a million things going on, but I got a few things going on, and I'm going to have to do a little better on my thickness and do a little bit more in front of the cue ball, not worrying that's such a long stroke. And I kind of got to blend all those things together. And then I'll hit another set of 10 and see if I can do a little better. Wow. So for some reason, when I get back here and do a harder shot, I go super thick on it. So now, that's shocking. Not shocking, but it's interesting and alarming. So, okay, so that's it. So yes, I too get shocked. I too get a little alarmed when I play, but I'm not reacting, I'm responding, and I'm saying, okay, I have a tendency to just literally drive it straight into that first diamond when I'm hitting it harder, so I'm gonna have to hit it. Before, when I'm hitting it softer, I have a tendency to hit it to the right. Now when I hit it harder, I'm stiffing it into the rail, so I have to blend the information that I have and work with what I have. So we're gonna go back and try to fix the shot now before we get big problems. Okay. Now we got a little bit closer, but we're off to the right a little bit. And I like the cue ball, so that's good. Try it again. Okay, see, this is what I like. Okay, now I'm liking what I'm seeing. Part of, so let's get back to the chicken wing talk, right? Like, I don't feel like I'm chicken winging on these. I feel like I'm having an aim issue and a little behind the cue ball issue. And I'm steering, but not steering like this. I'm steering back here. And so that one was really nice, really good power without hitting it too hard. And it just was off a little bit on the aim. And the thing was, I just loosed through and followed and let it drop through instead of like trying to manipulate the stroke or to control the stroke too much. It's a little like I'm losing trust, okay? There we go. That's better. So part of it is, it's easier to be a little control-y when I'm slow rolling it, and it's harder to be control-y when I'm hitting it harder. It's obviously, it goes, and well, it affects the shot dramatically. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. Let's try it again. Okay. So now I have to let go of, okay, so this is interesting. I'm training. I'm in a spot where I'm spraying the ball everywhere. I've made one out of 5, right? The reason why I'm spraying the ball is because I'm way too behind the cue ball. I'm way too focused on other things, and I need to go back to thickness and I have to let go of the am I steering it, am I this or that? Because I feel like that's pretty decent. I don't feel like that's why I'm missing these shots. I feel like I'm missing these shots maybe because I'm trying to think about too much stuff. It's too hard of a shot with the increased pace, talking to you guys, whatever. So I have to drop everything and just go back to thickness and trust that my mechanics are good, that I'm not steering, that I'm fine. Like that. That's what I'm trying to do, basically, is hit that shot. And I don't think that was steery at all. I don't think that was anything other than a really nice shot, and basically what I was trying to do. So I have to have these conversations with myself, realize what's going on, be calm, be present, not be like spirally worried, and I just have to adjust. And that's what I did. And that's what I'm going to do again, hopefully. Yeah, so now I'm trusting through that thickness and being loose and driving the cue through. Loose and driving the cue through and trusting thickness and staying ahead of the cue ball. And now I've solved the shot. Now we'll see. I'll just keep trying to do that. Ooh, that was a nice one. That was, see those ones that were, I was rolling in that were hitting that facing that I was talking about earlier, those went in, that one hit the facing, it did not go in because it's the increased speed. So that's why I said effortless power. I used to talk about when we hit it harder, it's harder to get it to just dribble in. There we go. Okay, so a lot of it for me is just finding what doesn't work and reminding myself or learning that when I get too far behind the cue ball, I have issues. And so it's cool. So this is awesome. I found a tough shot that broke me down. Yeah, it broke me down and I picked myself back up during it, right? So I got a 50%, and now I have a feeling that I can do better. Like I kind of realized that in this case, the antidote to the chicken wing on a tough shot that's, causes me some issues is to get super present, get ahead of the cue ball, and trust through my stroke. Because those last shots that went in did not feel chicken wingy at all. They felt really nice. They felt really smooth. They felt very straight and calm. So I'll do one more set of 10 because I'm just interested. Now it's like my whole thing is I found the shot, I found the pace, I found the thing, I found the no chicken wing stroke. It's trust, it's all these things I just explained. And now I'm going to run it back and see, can I do better than 50%? Just for curiosity and just to see if the adjustments I made work. Okay, a little thin. We'll try to thicken it up just a little bit. There we go. Nice. That one's gonna be curious. I'll note that one. If I go back and look at it, I felt like I sort of was flinchy there, but it didn't look flinchy. So we'll see. It was okay. I mean, but it was, I felt like, it's almost like I feel like a tremor when I shoot, in its doubt. So we'll see if that looked straight or if it was flinchy. Oh, I like that one. That was a nice shot. Well, the good thing is, here's the good thing too, right? Because I always look at like, well, what's good about missing a shot and all that? And the good thing about this is that those 2 balls were right on the facing of the point. And remember those 3 balls I racked into the diamond? Part of the improvement is not just the score, it's how small your miss is. So, yeah, that's it. I want to make my misses small in my training, and I want to pay attention. I don't pay the score is there, I get it, but a lot of it is just too. It's like these things that I'm explaining, and are my misses smaller? See, that felt chicken wingy. I could see my cue off to the side and out. So it's interesting. That was pretty bad. I'll take a look. Okay, I like that. There I made a little adjustment. When I'm doing this, I'm kind of messing with stuff a little bit, right? Especially on these tough shots. I'm trying to find the solution. And there, I was like, I don't need as long of a follow through. I just need to really connect to the 8. I don't need some super long stroke. I just need it to accelerate and be connected to the 8. Like that. See, that was, I don't know, I'll have to look back and see if the 7 and the 8, if my follow through was shorter, but those felt really good. Like I felt super connected. I had the line. I really felt positive about my stroke and my acceleration and my connection. Yeah, same there. And I didn't feel chicken wingy at all on those. Try this one. Okay. All the pressure in the world, right? You guys are here. Let's make it. There we go. Okay. So I kind of started off, then I made a couple, and then I kind of got to the 4 or 5. And the thing about putting these on the rails and having the numbers there is that shows me that the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 in a row that I made when every shot I missed was going to drop me below that 60, 70% range. And I was already at 70 and I wanted to maintain 70. So it's like, there's a window up, definitely. It's like I always talk about 20% window of the score, but a lot of what I'm doing is more so just the stuff that I'm explaining as I'm hitting these shots. And I'm trying to work on, today it was the no chicken wing. And by the end, after I don't know if I hit 40 shots today, I'm not going to hit 10 more. We got to go. I'm going to a graduation party. But here she comes, IKB. And what I'm saying is I would just keep working on that situation, on that. You want to say hi? I'm almost done. You want to say hi? Camera. Yeah. Hey, Ami. He's starting to play leagues. He's coming Tuesday to play leagues. It's going to be good. You want to hit a shot for him? Okay. All right. What do you want to hit? I don't know. Sick draw shot? You like the draw shot? I'm not good at it though. You're good at it. Let's get some chalk here for you. You haven't played pool in forever. Here, you can't do your cue. You got to use my cue.
Oh, I got my glove.
Oh, the glove. He's got the glove. Okay. This is like bonus coverage here. All right. What are you trying to do? Just draw it back into this pocket, basically? Yeah. Or to the rail? Okay. It's good. Nice and smooth. Oh, sick. Nice. The kid, you haven't hit a ball in like 2 weeks. That was sick. Nice. Okay, we'll wrap it up. So anyways, it was fun. Thanks, Ami. And yeah, so that's the anti-chicken wing video. Hopefully it was helping. I went through a lot of stuff. Thanks for helping me with my training because I need to do this stuff. So by the time I got to the end there, I really like where I was at with it and how I got there. And I just want to talk you guys through my process of training and how I think about training and how I look at training. And yeah, I talked about something with the balls and the rail, and those numbers are important, so it shows me how I performed in the drill. And that's 20% of what we're doing. 80% of what we're doing is trying to solve these problems. And the chicken wing was a problem. And thanks again, Steve, for helping me and pointing that out. And that this was just my first attempt at working on it. I worked on it for, I don't know, probably a half hour or something. And I'll just continue to go down this path and continue to work this process. And it's an imperfect science and an imperfect process, but I'm trying to do the best I can and just stay present and be appreciative for the ability to know what to work on and have the time and the energy in this place in my house here to work on it, and you guys to help me, inspire me to get out here and work. So my goal is going to be to put out 4 or 5 of these a week, because that means that I'm training at least a half hour a day for 4 or 5 days, and that will be where I start. And then I'll do some reels and things too for fun. But that's it. I want to, it's not because I want to build a channel and all that stuff. I have other ways to support myself. It's more just, I want to be training and I want to be working on this stuff, and it's fun for me and it's interesting, and having someone to do it with makes it way more enjoyable. So thanks again for joining me and being part of this journey with me, and I appreciate it. And yeah, thank you. We'll talk to you soon. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.